everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Lena, and on today's video, watch me create this DIY coat rack. Stay tuned. For this project, you will need your tape measure, a notepad and a pencil for all your measurements, and you also need the cabinetry hardware or the cabinet door pulls, along with the screws, safety glasses, an air respirator mask, and drill bits, your drill, as well as the 2x4 that we have here, and a table saw. The 2x4 that I have here is about 92.5 inches long. That's just about 7 feet and 8 inches. And the thing is, what I want to do is I want to get rid of these rounded edges. Many 2x4s will come with more of a rounded edge. So I'm going to use a table saw to get a nice sharp edge like you see here, which will also expose the natural wood, which is the look that I love. I do want to show y'all something very hazardous, but yet I want to be really transparent in what I did. I wanted to cut down the side piece of the 2x4, but the blade would not allow me to go any higher to cut the full length of it. So right there, it's causing me to have a uneven surface. And what I did is I have to take off the safety mechanisms, and I do not recommend this if you do not have any table saw experience. So please be safe, be aware, watch your fingers, and make sure someone is helping you and all of that. So again, just being really transparent, and I'll show you what I'm doing without the safety guards. I am now complete with using the table saw, and I immediately unplugged it. Again, please be safe when using any power tool, especially a saw. It's super scary. I never really quite get used to it. So again, please be safe, especially if you're taking off the safety features. Have someone there with you, watching you, and make sure you wear your protective gear. Moving forward to the actual 2x4, it looks really good. There's some areas where it's still uneven, but I'm not too worried about it. And I have straight edges here. And I'm just going to leave the back pink with the pink treatment, because this will sit on the back of the wall in my hallway. And that is the base of the coat rack. It is currently raining outside, so I do apologize for the extra background noise. What I am doing now is marking along the back side of the 2x4 the placements for the handles or the cabinet door pulls. And for me, I am spacing it out for every 15.5 inches. And I'm meeting it with a speed square just to make sure that I'm lining it up evenly for the next one, which is down here. So another 15.5, and then marking it about 7/8 down just to make sure it's even. And just to explain a little more why I have it on the back side of the 2x4 is because I have to drill a pilot hole probably about, I want to say, a quarter of the way. So what I did is I marked my drill bit with a piece of tape, and that's how far deep I will go down. And the reason why I'm doing this pilot hole is because the actual screw that's in the door pull or the hardware itself, it cannot fit. I mean, it doesn't go through the actual width of the 2x4. So I have to make a little hole for it so it could sit, and that way the screw can reach the cabinet pull here. The drill bit that I'm using right now is a 5/16 inch drill bit to create my pilot hole. And the green tape is used as a guide to tell me when to stop. So that should be good. And you can see there's a little slot for the top of the screw to go into. Now I changed out that drill bit to a 1/8 inch drill bit to go through the actual pilot hole here. And this will create a hole for the screw to go into all the way through. Okay. And after that, you'll change the bit to a screwdriver head and place the screw in and drive it all the way through. Now that I have all of the screws in the 2x4, I flipped it over, and this is what you should see on the front side of your coat rack. And now it's time to screw on the hardware piece, like so. On my coat rack, I have 5 cabinet doorknobs spaced out 15.5 inches apart, and I wanted it really wide and big to fit in my hallway space. I think it will look super grand and awesome. Okay, and that's what you should have. I love it. So awesome. I found this old tabletop off the side of the road, and it has unique hardware here that I could use to attach to the back of the coat rack and onto a stud in the wall. So I'm going to gather these up, clean them, see how it goes. I wiped down the hardware with some WD-40, and it doesn't look too bad at all. It has a rustic vintage vibe for sure. And what I want to do is place the hardware on the back side of the 2x4, and with the screws that it came with, I will screw it into the 2x4 from the back side, and then this top portion, this will hook onto the stud in the wall with more robust screws. I will place the hardware on the first, third, and fifth door pull only to match it onto the wall up here where I marked these studs in the wall, and thankfully they were 16 inches apart, so I just have to find the first, third, and fifth one to match it to the 2x4 coat rack. I just completed hanging the coat rack onto the wall, and it is leveled. And I just wanted to show you that I did have trouble with this type of screw just because it's a flathead and the top it's wider than the bit that I have here. And you can see that it kind of tore into the flathead when I was drilling it into the wall. And I did have to use a larger bit for the pilot hole just to get it going through 3/16. You see how thick that is right there? Here is the before shot of the hallway before the coat rack. Here is the after shot. Thank you for watching today's video. I hope you enjoyed the DIY coat rack, and please be sure to like the video and subscribe to my channel. Until next time, another DIY coming at ya.